everyone, and welcome back to the Unmute Your English channel.
Welcome to today's explainer video, Mastering Market English, Bargaining Phrases That Work. I am so incredibly excited to be your guide today. We're going to treat this explainer like a highly practical, real-world role-play lesson. We aren't just looking at textbook vocabulary here. We are learning how to talk about money, how to confidently step up to a market stall, and exactly how to guide the conversation step by step to get the absolute best deal without ever sounding rude. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our syllabus for today. 1. Welcome to the market. 2. The polite opening move. 3. The soft counteroffer. 4. Leveraging extras in volume. 5. The power of tone. And finally, 6. Your turn to bargain. Welcome to the market. Setting the scene. I want you to picture this in your mind. You're walking through a busy, vibrant street market. You can smell the street food, you hear the hum of people chatting, and there are beautiful, genuine leather bags hanging absolutely everywhere. Suddenly, you spot it. The perfect bag. You walk up to the stall and the interaction begins. The seller notices you and says, "Ah, hello. You like this one? Genuine leather, very good quality." You respond calmly. "It's nice. How much is it?" And the seller comes right back with, "For you, special price, $40. Notice the phrasing here. This initial inquiry is super casual. You're showing interest, sure, but you aren't showing desperation. You've successfully opened the floor to talk money. And there it is, $40. Now, the seller calls this a special price, but in the context of a market, we know better, right? This $40 is not the finish line. It is literally just our starting line. The seller fully expects you to push back. So the question is, how do we do it effectively? Section 2, the polite opening move, asking for a discount. So the crucial point is we need to immediately push back on that initial price tag, but we need to do it politely. This is where your English vocabulary becomes your absolute best tool for saving money. You look at the seller and say, "A 40? Is that your best price?" This specific phrase, "is that your best price?" is arguably the single most useful way to ask for a discount in English without sounding rude or aggressive. It signals to the seller that you're a savvy shopper who knows how the game works, but it leaves the power in their hands to make the next move. It's a very polite challenge. And look at what happens. The seller says, "Best quality, best price, but okay for you, $35. Boom. Just like that, we've dropped the price from $40 down to $35 with a single polite question. No arguing, no stress, just one well-placed English phrase. Section 3, the soft counteroffer. How to say no gently. $35 is a victory, for sure, but we know it's still too high. We had our hearts set on something closer to $20. This means we have to reject their $35 offer and make our own counteroffer, all without ruining that friendly conversation we just built. And this brilliantly illustrates the difference between what a beginner says and what a pro says. A beginner might just blurt out, "Too expensive." That's blunt, it's harsh, and it can instantly make the seller defensive. But a pro, they use our target phrase, "That's a bit out of my budget." It is a soft, completely non-confrontational way to say no. It makes the issue about your wallet, not about the actual worth of their product. So you say, "$35 is still a bit out of my budget, honestly. I was thinking more like $20. Now the seller reacts, "20? No, too low. This is real leather, not plastic." They're pushing back, which is totally normal. Now you use your secondary power phrase. First, you validate their product, saying, "I believe you. It really does look good." And then you hit them with, "But could you do it for a bit less? Maybe 25? This phrase is the absolute perfect follow-up. It keeps the negotiation alive and gently suggests a much lower, realistic counteroffer. The seller pauses, thinks about it, and says, "You're tough. Okay, 30, last price." Look at that momentum building. We have now walked the price down from 40 to 35 and now all the way to $30. We've saved $10 just by using soft, polite, conversational English. Section 4, leveraging extras in volume. The art of the throw-in. We are now entering the end game. The seller has declared $30 is their last price. If we keep arguing over the base price now, it might completely ruin the mood. So it's time to deploy some advanced conversational tactics to maximize this deal. Let's walk through the anatomy of a perfect win-win scenario. It takes 3 exact steps. Step 1, lower the base price, which we just successfully did, getting it to 30. Step 2, ask for a free throw-in. And step 3, offer to buy 2 items for a volume discount. Let's see exactly how steps 2 and 3 play out in real time. So you look at the $30 bag and then you spot a small item nearby. You say, 30, okay, that's closer. Tell you what, I'll take it if you can throw in one of those small coin purses too. This is a remarkably clever move. Instead of demanding they lower the price to 25, which they already refused, you ask for a small freebie. The seller laughs and says, you want a bag and a purse for 30? You smile and reply, why not? You'll make a sale today either way, right? Let's move to and see how this builds into an absolute masterclass of a deal. The seller agrees, okay, bag and purse, 32. You are just about to accept, but then you realize you've got even more leverage. You say, 32? Deal. Actually, wait, my friend wants one too. If I buy 2 bags, can we do 30 each? And the seller happily replies, 2 bags? Then yes, 30 each, and I give you 1 purse free. You reply, deal? I'll take 2. Let's reveal the final victory here. $60. For $60, you walked away with 2 genuine leather bags and a free coin purse. If you had paid that initial special price, 2 bags would have set you back $80 with absolutely 0 extras. You saved over $20 and got a free gift, all because you understood one fundamental rule of markets. Sellers absolutely love volume. Buying more to pay less per item is a trick you should always keep up your sleeve. Section 5. The power of tone. It's not just what you say. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that we've spent a lot of time on the vocabulary, the actual words to use. But here's the thing. You could use all the right words and still fail if you don't understand the psychology and behavioral strategies of the shopper. These nonverbal tactics are honestly half the secret to successful haggling. Think about it. Throughout that entire role play, the shopper never got pushy. They stayed friendly the whole time. Smiling warmly during the chat shows you're a safe, pleasant customer. Joking casually builds real rapport. And complimenting the product's quality, like when we said, I believe you, it really does look good, validates the seller's pride in their work. Tone matters just as much as the words. Haggling isn't an argument, it's a friendly dance. Section 6. Your turn to bargain. Practice time. Okay, I am officially stepping out of the teacher role and stepping in as your coach. You've got the phrases, you understand the pacing, and you know the psychology. Now, I want you to apply what you've just learned. Here is my challenge to you. What's your starting price? I want you to write your own mini negotiation in the comments. Pick a fun item, set a super high starting price from the seller, and try using at least 2 of the phrases we learned today to talk them down. Are you going to use, is that your best price? Or maybe I'll take it if you can throw in. I'll be reading and replying to a few of you with some feedback. So what are you waiting for? Are you ready to stop paying full price and finally unmute your English?
Thank you everyone for watching this video. Subscribe for daily updates about real life situations.